Hi, I'm Belinda and welcome to Belinda's Baubles, episode 35. Today is February 4th, 2026. It's still hard saying that. And I have a voice again, at least for most of the day. Some days I start losing it at the end of the day, but for right now I do have a voice. And I just wanted to come on here and talk to you guys a little bit, share a little bit of what I'm doing and do a little bit of catch up. And just see where this episode goes. It hasn't been that long since my last episode, so if you want to see what I was doing after Christmas and partly during Christmas, go catch that episode. But let's see where we are now. Okay, so Topping Out Mal is going on that I am hosting along with Mandy with Mousewitch Yarn. If you're not familiar with it, I'll have a link down below. It is basically anything that you have started prior to January 1st, 2026 is eligible. There is a finished object on both mine and Mandy's for Mousewitch or Mouse's Makes or Belinda's Baubles Ravelry page. If you don't use Ravelry, you can send us emails. And again, all this information is going to be down below. I'll also try to put it on the screen here for you. Just make sure that both on mine and Mandy's emails, you do include that S in the middle. The heater's going behind me in my little insert, so you may get a little bit of background noise. Sam's not feeling great, so you may have some coughing in the background. So just family life is going. Okay, so again, on the Topping Out Mal, it ends the end of March. There will be prizes drawn from the finished object, and along the way, both Mandy and I will be randomly drawing for pattern prizes out of the chatter thread. So I actually drew some right now. Now, if you enter into both of our Ravelry, that gives you double the chance. And anything that you enter into ours, if there's other make-alongs that you can enter them into, go ahead and go for it. I'm also going to be doing some things in a couple of other make-alongs that I'm looking at, and I'll get into that, more of that information another day. As I said, I'm trying to keep my voice and just kind of move things along, so let's just have a chat today. So what I did for drawing a pattern prize is I used a random comment picker. And so I put in the number of comments on both mine and Mandy's pages. She had more comments, so I went to the end of hers. And if it drew a number that is on both of our Ravelry pages, which it did, it drew number 28. So that was on both of our Ravelry pages. So I used a coin flipper, and the coin flipper chose mine. So I'm going to put a post up here or a picture up here of the winner. So if you could please contact me either through Ravelry, email, or Instagram and let me know what pattern you would like me to gift you. Congratulations. And everybody keep going. Keep adding things in. And let's see what we can get done. This is just a fun way of kind of coming into this year, finishing up some things from last year or the year before or multiple years before. It's possible that it's in there. And just give us a kind of a fresh start to get ready for spring. Because, you know, we're going to want to make all new stuff for spring. Of course, I have cast on something new. But first, I finished something. So this was my finished object. It is a See My Vest. I was remembering her name and I have forgotten it. So I'll put the designer's name right here. And she has a lot of free patterns. This was a free pattern. And this was her chunky version of See My Vest. The designer happens to have a yarn shop in Australia. And so she has a lot of different free patterns that she offers on here. And there's some really fun ones, crochet and knitting. Now what I used for this And if you look, hopefully you'll be able to see if the light catches it. There's some sparkle going on here. I'm hoping you can see the sparkle. Can you see the sparkle? I hope so. But there is some sparkle going on here. Let me grab this. I used Barocco Vintage Chunky for my main color. I think this was Misty. If I'm wrong, I'll correct it on here. But it's so soft and chunky. And I held it with this beautiful, just shiny, sparkly. And this one is Lanes du Nord Hermé luxury line. The color is 1,800. It's actually the iridescent on it. See if you can see it better that way or not. The iridescent on it picks up the blue, and it almost looks like it's a blue sparkle when it's not, because it is iridescent. Now, I bought 2 of these skeins at On the Lamb. Oh, I kept the other one too. Okay. I bought 2 of these skeins at On the Lamb, and I had bought the vintage Barocco also whenever she was getting rid of it. She's no longer selling Barocco, but I just wanted to have a little something sparkly. I had 4 skeins of the vintage Chunky. You can see how much I had left. And with it, let's see. There we go. It's 52% acrylic, 40% wool, and 8% nylon. It is a number 5 bulky. It's machine washable, but the Hermé is not. 136 yards to 100 grams. And the color is 6113. I think it was Misty. And I used 3 of them for the body, and this is a 2XL. And then used, because I was starting to run low on this, any of the ribbing I did without holding this. So it is just only the Barocco. And just makes it a little bit softer, because this is a little scratchy. But, oh, I love the way it turned out. It fits me so nice. Let me see if I can move you a little bit. Try not to. And it's just, I have the ribbing, 1x1 ribbing, and on the bottom. And it took me a little while to make it. It's made top down, and you're just picking up your stitches. And I kind of got stuck on it for a while, because I started this March of last year, and I just got stuck on it. So I was definitely needing the topping out mallet to finish this off, because I just love the way it turned out. Now, I made the neck a little bit deeper than what it called for, and I'll have that information on my Ravelry page as far as how far I went down before crossing over. And the pattern was really well written. She had updated it just this last year. And again, it's free. There's also a worsted version of it. So a perfect addition. I just love it. I've had it on all day today. Of course, today's probably the last day I'll be able to wear it, except at night anytime soon, because it's supposed to be getting into the 70 degrees again this week, after we were frozen, last week or the week before. You never know what we're going to end up with. So this is the only thing that I finished, and that's mainly what I had been working on, because I wanted the project, and I wanted to be able to complete it. So I'm trying to pick one of my past projects as well as something new that I was needing to make, because I do have a new cast on. So what I now have in the works is a TinCanKnits Beloved. Let's see here. This is kind of halfway. It's a baby bonnet. Goes that way. And I'm already on the decrease side. This is a paid for pattern, and it's the second time I've made it. And I'm making it for someone that I had made one before, and she commented to me as far as how much she loved it, that they use it so much. They live in cold temperatures, and they put this on the baby's head underneath her hood and everything to keep her ears covered really good. And they're expecting another one, so I'm going to be making 2 of these for the sisters. And the yarn that I am using, isn't this beautiful? This is Charming You in her Lush DK. 85% superwash merino, 15% nylon in Christmas Candy. And it's 245 yards to 100 grams. Now, according to the pattern, I should have enough to make a baby size, which is this one, and a toddler size. I'm thinking I'm not using as much yarn as it says I would, so I may be able to get a newborn out of this also, which I would love to be able to do. And one of the coolest things about this pattern is I've got all these projects right now that I have so many ends to weave in, and this is not one. You have this end at your I-cord, you work your way up, work your way back down, end with an I-cord, so all the weaving in you're doing is into the I-cord. It's almost like not having any ends. I love this. And like I said, the other one, the baby is a year old. They have the hat on right now, and she's still wearing the baby size and said that she still has plenty of room in it. But they just use it so much. So I wanted to get them another. Isn't it fun whenever you have someone tell you how much they really enjoy what you've made for them? It makes all the difference in the world. Kind of give you another view. Yeah, so that's the bottom and the top. So I've only been working on this for about a day, just sporadically while watching TV. So it moves fast. Like I said, I'm already on my decrease. So that should be done before the weekend so that I can cast the next one on. So you will be seeing several of those before they head out. But that's all I'm really working on right now. I have my socks that I showed you in the last one, but I've done a couple of rows on it, but I really haven't done much of anything. The crocheted corner to corner, I have decided to make that a blanket. You guys have really given me some feedback on that, and I agree with you. I need to go ahead and make it into a baby blanket. I have a great nephew on his way right now, and I think that would work really good for him in the temperature that he's in, for something for them to throw on the ground, and with it being cotton and everything for all seasons. So I think that's the direction I'm going to go with it. But look at this. It's only 15 minutes in, and that's all of my makes right now. But I did want to talk to y'all about something else. Working on the Beloved hat, like I said, that's a TinCanKnits pattern. And a couple of years ago, I guess it's been now, they started an app. And the app, one of the cool things about it was you could import their patterns into it. open it up and choose which size you want, and you only saw the instructions for that size. Well, since I was on it last a few months ago, they've done a big update on it, and I really like the update. I didn't go through their instructions, so it took me a little longer to kind of find my way through it. But the main thing on this is they've added a counter and an area where you tell yourself that where you are in the pattern. You can choose whether or not you want to see just the size or if you want to see the whole pattern. And you can move back and forth to the PDF really easily. I really like those features, but this counter is really what makes a big difference for me. Reason being is they have 3 different kinds of counters. And I can choose it on the row that I'm starting my counting on. And right now I'm using 2 counters, one for the number of rows and one for the number of times that I'm doing that those rows. That way I can keep up with it. But you can also see it's rows times or rounds times. There's one more. I can't think of what it is, but you can have multiple timers or counters going just in one area of the pattern. And so I'm adding it in the different sections. I'm highlighting it to tell me where to go back to when I come out of it. And I really do like the way that they've updated this. So if you haven't seen it lately, or you got frustrated with it before, go check it out again. You might be surprised. Now, all of the patterns or projects I had been working on, they're now kind of put in the background instead of being a current project. So I have to go find them and pull them back in. But I haven't lost any of my information as to where I was on any of those projects. Now, I told you guys last time that I was going to discuss what I was wanting to frog and what I was wanting to get rid of. Now, I haven't pulled all of that out of my cabinet yet. So I'm going to wait to my next episode to talk to you about that. But Dad's health is kind of going up and down, but he's still fighting along. And we've just had some different things going on within the family. But as you can hear, my voice is starting to go again. I can already feel it. But coming up soon, I'm going to be taking some time off from work. So I'm hoping to be able to spend some more time with you guys. I'm going to be spending some more time with my parents and getting some things done here at the house, as well as going to North Carolina for a week. So I'm all excited about that, and I'll take you guys along on some of it. It just so happens that the day that I'm flying into North Carolina, they are having a big yarn show, but it ends within a couple of hours of me arriving. And I'm not going to have a car. I'm going to be riding with family. So I'm going to miss it because they don't have theirs on Sunday. I'm very thankful that our local yarn show does go on a Sunday as well. I hadn't even thought about that for other locations. But there is something happening here in the Metroplex coming up soon. The North Texas Yarn Crawl is happening in April. I'll put the dates here. And I think I even have one of their flyers. So I should have a picture here. And this year, I am wanting to do the bus that the Dallas Hand Knitters Guild runs. They have a bus that they do every year on each of the Saturdays, one going on the southern route, one going on the northern route. And I've never done it because I know it's very limited time in each shop. And I don't mind doing the driving and everything. But my brother Bill has told me that he was going on it. So I'm like, why not? It's $50 for the one day, about 300 and something miles that they're going to be driving. And the whole time I'll be able to sit in the air-conditioned bus with Wi-Fi and with a whole bunch of other people doing the same thing, be able to sit there and knit and let someone else do the driving for a change and just have a good time. So we're going to give that a try this year. For the southern route, I'm still going to drive to shops and everything. So I'm going to be doing a bit of both, but it'll be something different instead of everything exactly the same. I know we have one new shop this year up in Denton that was not open before, so I'm looking forward to seeing that. But anybody else going to be going on the bus, let me know. All right, let's see, anything else? I haven't really been up to anything else besides work. Just to recap, don't forget to put your chatter thread and your finished objects into the topping out mal over on Ravelry. Again, email myself and Mandy if you want to enter by email. You have just as much of a chance for prizes. Now, I know that Mandy will not be doing any physical prizes that she ships outside of, I think, Great Britain, just because it's very difficult for her to ship outside. For me, I will be doing prizes. If I draw prizes, as long as I'm able to mail it to you, I will mail it to you. Now, you may have some customs. I don't know, but you would be responsible for that. But it's not a huge prize, so it should be underneath anything that you would be doing. But otherwise, check out all the stuff that's going on and let me know what make-alongs you're working on and leave a comment down below. Now, please do like and subscribe. I'm starting to get a few more subscribers, and I really appreciate that. And just let's have some fun with this. I don't gain any funds. If you're seeing commercials on here, please do pass through them. I don't get paid for any of that. So only thing that Mandy or I get out of this is new subscribers and growing the channel and getting to know new people. So, see what else is there. I guess that's it. I know this is just a really quick video for me, but I'm going to try to do a few of these in the next few weeks to kind of be able to see you guys more often, since I haven't seen you lately, and spend some more time with you. So I hope you guys are having a good time crafting, knitting, crocheting. You're staying warm wherever you are, and I will see you real soon.